Hello, this is Kelly with Indiana Inker Plans. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a few pages for a road trip that my friend and I took this past weekend, and I guess it was a couple weekends ago now. But I have gotten into roadside attractions. So we went a couple different places last year to see some over in Illinois. And so we live in central Indiana. So we went north of us into northern Indiana and stopped at a few roadside attractions. And then this coming weekend, we're going to go east in Indiana and go see a few things that direction. So we're going to get Indiana covered, and then we'll branch out into some of our other surrounding states. Right now, we're just doing day trips for Indiana. Once we branch out into like Michigan and Ohio and Illinois again and Kentucky, we may do like a weekend trip. But this is the planner that I have done for the past several years. I started it in 2019. I need to put some bigger discs on it. But I will be adding the roadside attractions to this planner. And I just did scrapbook paper and then a little bit heavier cardstock. This is Stampin' Up! Cardstock. And I don't remember what sticker book these tabs came from. So I doubt that the one for 2026 will match, but that's okay. I will figure that out later. So, and I believe I have a flip through on my channel of that book. If you want to search for that, if I can remember, I will try and look for it and put it in the description. So I did print off pulled some stickers from my shop, printed some stickers off specifically for this. And this roadside attractions sticker came out a lot bigger than I had anticipated, but that's okay. So we're going to use these stickers. And we went to, we started off at breakfast, and then we went to where Indiana, Michigan, and Ohio meet. And it was really hard to find because it doesn't have a specific address. And it's not like the town has any directions to it. So it's not like that they want tourists there for this tourist attraction, which didn't make much sense. But anyway, it's literally this little plate in the middle of a dirt road. And it took us a while to find it because I had to search online until I found someone that had made a comment on a website with specific instructions on how to get there. And so you will first come up on this rock that gives you some information, and it will tell you that 130 feet south is this little plate in the center of the road. So that was our first stop after breakfast. We went to Cracker Barrel for breakfast. I forgot to get pictures of our plates before we started eating, so I took a picture of the syrup bottle. And then from there, we stopped at Ashley, Indiana, and they actually have two of these smiley face water towers. One is right next to the interstate, and the way the sun was shining, I couldn't get a good picture. So we went on down on the other side of the interstate just a little ways. You can still see it from the interstate as well, and stopped in the park and got that picture. And then from there, we went to Auburn, Indiana. And I guess they do something different every summer. And this summer just happened to be teacups. So they had 20 of these wooden teacups that are actually flower pots that were hand painted by different people, organizations, and there's a QR code on each one of them that you can actually go online and bid to buy them. When I went on, the least expensive was $100, but there were 20 of them, and they had a map. And I couldn't find where to download the map, and they don't have the paper ones in any of the businesses anymore. So, but someone had posted the picture of it, and so we just went by that. And for some reason, I didn't get that picture printed, so I'll have to add that to my next batch. But because I'll need to look at it and see if I can figure out the names of each one of these. But these were really kind of cool. All kinds of different, from what was that? The Beast. I know some of these are probably hard to see, especially with the glare from my lights. But they were all really unique. This was my favorite. Of course, it's navy blue, my happy colors. Then one of my grandmothers loved lighthouses. So that one reminded me of her. And this one has all kinds of different sea animals. And some of you, I got the plate on, but I tried to get a picture to where I could actually see the handle. So I didn't always get the plate that they had on them for the name of it. And we didn't find them in order, so it's not like I can go through my camera rolling. This is a Pokemon one. I think this might have been the Corel one. And of course, that's got a cactus on it. And then just bright flowers. So these were all really unique. So that was fun to walk, and it was a beautiful day. So it was fun to walk around town and find all of those. And also while we were there, we ate lunch at a nice little restaurant. It was very good. Can't remember the name of it, but it was really good. And then they had this mural on the side of one of the buildings, and they were doing construction over here, so I couldn't get, that's as close as I could get to the wall. I would have liked to have gotten a better picture, but that wasn't an option. But anyway, that was really cool. They're known for, I guess they've got 2 or 3 different museums there with older cars. He didn't want to go, so we didn't go. And then they had this old Coke machine, and I work for Coca-Cola, so thought that was kind of cool. So I took a picture of that. And then, let's see, from there, we went to see this Minion silo out in the country. And then we went, and I don't remember which order we went to these in. I think it was this. But we went to see the 3 more of the Garfields. You can go on a Garfield tour in Grant County, Indiana, and there are 14, I believe, of these Garfields in different locations throughout the county. And my pen pal from Pennsylvania and her husband came last summer, and she wanted to do the Garfield tour. And so there was, I think, 5 that we didn't end up going to. These 3 were kind of on the outskirts, and so we didn't go to those. And then there was one we couldn't find, and one was at a business that was closed. So we still have 2 more to be able to mark all of these off. Then we went there, and then we stopped for ice cream at Kelly's ice cream shop. And we went there because I wanted to get a sign a picture of the sign that said Kelly's ice cream. And apparently they had just purchased it not too long ago, or they were redoing the sign or something. And so it doesn't say Kelly's ice cream, it just says ice cream. But it was really good. I don't remember what he got. I think he got a hot fudge sundae with a bunch of whipped cream. And then I think I got like Oreo overload or something. But anyway, it was really good. And so that was our day. Then we came home, stopped at Walmart and got some groceries, and that was our day. So what I thought I would do is put, I should have done the road stickers the other direction, or I should have done them on this big sticker sheet so they'd go all the way across. Well, that kind of blows my plan. So I guess we'll just have to butt them up against one another. No, that wasn't really what I wanted to do, but we'll do this anyway. So I don't remember how many things we have on our list for this upcoming weekend. I know we have there's some big tennis shoes in the town just east of us, or in the county just east of us, that we want to see. And then there's a sculpture that they have there, an ice cream shop, which we plan on going to on our way back home. And then there's a restaurant that has a double-decker bus on the inside. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So we want to go there for lunch. Then I can't remember what else we had talked about. So, but we started a Google map, and I just went on Google and looked up roadside attractions for Indiana, Ohio, and Illinois, and started a Google map and put all those locations on the map. And I still want to do Kentucky and Michigan. And as we find things, or as I see things on Facebook, then I save them to a folder and go back and add the address to the map. So, and then once we go to those locations, then I change the color of the icon so that we know that we have already visited there. And then we have ones a different color of the ones we want to make sure that we go to, so that we put those at the top of the list whenever we go that direction. So, okay. So let's, like I said, this is absolutely huge. I misjudged the size of stickers a lot. You would think by now, with having my sticker shop for 5 years, I would judge a little better, but I don't always. So, as I said, this is not available in my shop, but I did it just for this cover. Okay, so then I did, since we went to northern Indiana, I did one that says northern Indiana, so we'll put that there. And we drove his car this time, which was, his car's gray. I think we're driving mine this coming weekend. So we'll do that. And then I pulled out, since it was a beautiful day, I pulled out my sun and cloud stickers. And anytime that these are from my shop, anytime I mention some stickers and you try and find them in the shop and you can't find them, let me know. They may have sold out, they may have just expired. If so, then I can always renew them. So we'll put that there. These were freebie sheets that I made for Chicago Planner Conference last year. I didn't do any for this year because it didn't benefit me at all last year. I think I gained maybe 5 to 7 Instagram followers, and that was it. So, was not worth it at all, especially with all the time and effort that went into that. So that's why I didn't do it again this year. I was hoping to be able to go to the Chicago Planner Conference, my daughter and I, but she may be moving out of state and won't be here then, but we don't know yet. So just have to wait on that. So I won't get to go this year because I don't like traveling by myself. So I also want to put the date on here, which I'm not sure where I want to put that. So we'll come back to that. but I do want to put the date on there. So let's do the first page. So we went, I'm going to do it for the whole trip and not just the roadside attractions. So we'll start with breakfast. And then we went to 3 Points. I guess that's what people had nicknamed it online. I don't know that it actually had a specific name. So we have that. I think I want to get some washi. Wish I had some road washi. I looked for some on Amazon one day and they didn't have any. So maybe let's do this one. I don't use this one very often. And I have this in my Live Love Posh washis, but I'm not positive that this is a Live Love Posh. But let's put it down on the bottom. So I have these 3 stickers for the state. To put on that sheet. And then I have a pancakes sticker from my shop to put there. So we both had pancakes. Otherwise our breakfast was a little different, but because we didn't get the exact same thing. Now, do I want to do black and white across the top, or do I want to do fun colors across the top? I think maybe we'll just do the black and white on the whole thing. So let's put those, do we want to put those there? So I'm trying to, because I also want to do boxes. So we'll just use black boxes and more from Mojo. That's why I was debating on if I want to do something different across the top so that I can use bright and sunny stickers. But we may stick to black on this one and then maybe pick a different color washi for the next page. So let's see. I think maybe I'll put my box here and put the 3 states there, and then put a box here with the pancakes. I think that's what we'll do. So let's, and this is Tombow permanent adhesive, and I just get it from Amazon. You can get it at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, probably even Walmart. It's always linked in my description. And we even went to a Cracker Barrel that we've not been to before. And it's only a county north of us, but we'd not been to that one. Okay, so now let's find, I think I want a full box there. We can do a journaling box. there. Then I'll get the pancakes. And if you search breakfast icons in my, or yes, this one is food icons. That should populate in the shop. And then I made these stickers on the, for this, but I didn't do one for the city that the Cracker Barrel was in. I forgot about that one. And then I'm not really sure exactly what city or town this is actually in. It was by Fremont, Indiana, but I don't know that it's actually in Fremont, Indiana. So I didn't do one for that either. So let's see, since Michigan is the biggest one, let's pull it up. I probably should have made these black, but I have a pastel sheet of states and a bright sheet of states, and this is just the one that I got to first. So we'll put that there. Oh goodness. Didn't plan that very well. Okay, well, guess it'll just have to sit on top of that photo, but that'll be all right. So that turned out. I don't know if I can maybe find some traveling quotes maybe to put there. So we'll see about that. And I may make some stickers that say first stop, second stop, but since I'm going to put them in order, we probably won't do that. Okay, so now, let's see, I probably should have put this on the, I should have planned to put that on that page, but I didn't. So, we'll do that. So let's do, let me do these. Actually, I think I'll do these and do the stripes at the top and the plain at the bottom. So let's pick, so we've got, I don't know that I want to do that. Let's do orange. I was gonna do yellow, but they don't really match. So we will do the orange. But we may stick to black boxes, I don't know. Because it'll probably be hard to find orange boxes to match. I think I'm not gonna go all the way to the top. I wanted to leave a longer tail so it's easier to grab. And we'll put the plain down at the bottom. And did it again. I didn't learn very well, did I? Okay. So we'll do that. Okay. So now, since the next several pictures will be in Auburn, I just kind of want to do this and just kind of make a separation. We'll do that. Okay. Then we'll put a box there, and maybe we will just stick to the black boxes. So we'll put that there. And let's see, I pulled out Color Me Happy because there is, I have one yellow smiley face left. I thought I would put it there. We'll just put that right there. I don't know that I love that, but it'll be all right, I guess. Okay, so now for Auburn. Let's put not centered. It's kind of hard to read. I didn't plan that very well either. I really don't know that I like that. I don't think I like it on the washi. At least, maybe it's the box I don't like. Yeah. I don't know what it is I don't like, but I don't like it. So I don't know. We'll put it over there for now. Okay, so we've got that. And then I made a few that say Auburn because we will have more than one page. So we'll do that. And I think since we're sharing the page with that, I think I wrote down the name of the restaurant so I can put it on the box. So we'll put that there. And we'll do those boxes. It was a bar and grill, but it was really good. And we just did subs and house fries, I think they called them. Do that. And there was some sandwiches on this sheet as well, so I thought we would take that. Put that there. Fun. So we'll add that to that. We'll grab another page. And should we keep them all this? No, we'll do different ones. It's fine. Turn the fan on in here. Oh my goodness. And I did it again. I hate wasting washi. I mean, the cheaper ones that I have don't bother me as much, but when you're doing the Live, Love, Posh and the planny things that are a little more expensive, I just don't like wasting them. And I can't remember what they called this tour. I probably should have, just now thought I probably should have looked and made a sticker for that too. So I may leave a space to where I can where I can make a sticker for the name of, I think it was called Tea Time something or something Tea Time. So, and I don't know if I want to trim those up. Maybe I should. Then I can fit more on there. So I wasn't really sure what I was going to do, so I had them all the same size. But if I do that, I'm only going to be able to get, I keep them straight, but I don't really want them straight. I can get 4 on there, but then I've got all this space at the bottom. But some of them I'm not going to be able to cut much of anything off of. Okay, so let's trim some of these up. So maybe we can trying to stay in frame, but I don't know if I'm doing a very good job or not. I try and look, but don't know that I'm always successful at that. I get so engrossed in what I'm doing, I forget to pay attention. And let's see if that helped in getting, yeah, that helped a little bit. Okay. And I guess there's another town in northern Indiana that did a very similar thing as this, but they did park benches. And we didn't know about that until after the fact. But we probably wouldn't have had time to have gone to 2 different towns and walked around and done that. And for my photos, I use an app called PhotoGrid. I do collages on there, save them to my phone, and then upload them to Walgreens and pick them up on my way home. I am going to have to change my ways, however, because that Walgreens is closing for good in September, which makes me very sad. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. There are a couple other options that I could go to get pictures printed, but it's not on my way home, not convenient. So I don't know if I'm going to do that or if I'm going to look into one of those small printers that I can use with my phone, or what I'm going to do. Okay, so let's see about these. Clean up my mess. And I'm not sure what order we saw these in or anything. So we're just going to put them down. And I had thought about putting boxes underneath and labeling them, but I think I'll just take next time I get pictures done, I will get a picture of the map and just put it in here. So we'll have to remember to see what they're doing next summer, because I think somebody said that they did benches last summer. And I don't know how many years they've been doing it. But it's a very nice little town if you ever have a chance to go to Auburn, Indiana. Like I said, they do have, I guess it's like 2 or 3 different museums there for automobiles, older automobiles. And they had some shops and several different restaurants. Everyone was very friendly, very safe little town, it seemed. Very well kept. So if you have any favorite roadside attractions, whether they're in your state or ones that you visited, put those in the comments so that I can add them to our list of places to go. And for a while, we'll stick to around close by Indiana, but maybe if we ever get the chance to retire, we may venture out a little further. Okay. Oh, that's where that washi went. I didn't think I had cut it off. Just wrapped itself around. Okay, so now let's see, let's do yellow. No, that's not even close to even. My grandkids started school today. They all go to the same school. And so most of them had a good day today. I have 6 grandkids, but only 5 of them are in school now. Next to the oldest is a senior. And then my 2 youngest ones are in kindergarten this year. Wasn't really sure how the littlest one was going to do because he's just not a fan of being away from home. So, but apparently he did just fine today, so I was glad to hear that. He had me all concerned a little bit because he was not the least bit interested in going to school. He didn't care for preschool. He made some friends, but just does not like being away from home. Okay. He doesn't like being outside much. And when he's here, we've got a bunch of those magnet tiles. And so he spends most of his time building while he's here. And he'll build airports and airport hangars and pizza parlors, and he has quite the imagination. He'll build houses, and whatever he builds, he makes sure it has support walls. So he's pretty comical to watch. Loves using his imagination. It's one of my favorite things when they're younger like that, is to just sit and watch them play and use their imagination. So when we get back from our next day trip, then I will do another one of these and share that trip with you as well. I don't think that one will have as many photos. It's the only reason this one has so many was because of the teacup tour. So I'm sure we'll have a lot fewer photos. But I'll also be doing a page in my actual memory planner, since this is going in the vacation or the road trip book. I will also be doing a page in my actual memory planner for the week that we did this trip, but it won't have anyways near as many pictures. I only did 1 teacup, and so let's spread these out a little bit more. Give them a little bit of character by putting them sideways so they don't look so uniform. Yeah, that one's a little bigger. I think we'll save it for the next page. Okay, so we'll put those on the last page. No, I didn't put Auburn on those 2 pages. Stick into my finger. So where did I put those? Okay, so we've got that. And this filler paper is from Live Love Posh dot grid paper. So let's do pink on this one. Then I will put journaling boxes on this page since we don't have enough pictures to fill the page. And then I'll put some journaling boxes on the very last page so that I can just journal about the day. That'll work there, and then we'll put some boxes in the middle. I think instead of doing black boxes, we will do subtle rainbow dashed boxes from Mojo. And we'll do the pink ones. So let's do this. And these stickers are harder to get out than some of her other books, so I'm not sure why. But somebody said something about them being laser cut, so I don't know if that applies. To this sticker book or not. So I think I will make a sticker for the name of whatever these were and put that there. Then we will put another Auburn sticker there. We'll do this, we'll do purple. So we're getting there, we're just about done. Probably one more page after this and then we'll be done. And if you like doing roadside attractions, Illinois has a bunch, because we went last year and saw several. And as I was looking, there was a roadside attractions website that I had gone to see all the different attractions in each state. And several of the ones that were in Illinois we have already seen, but there was a lot more that we hadn't seen, that we hadn't even heard of. So definitely worth making another trip over there. And it may end up being a weekend trip. I don't know. I don't know how many that we'll end up doing this year, but we will see. I think we would both love to change jobs. So if for some reason we would do that, we would probably both lose all of our vacation time that we have accumulated. Okay, so we have this one we'll put here. And I forgot to make one for the town that the ice cream shop was in. Okay, so we'll do that. Then I'm pretty sure we went there. And then to this one. And I want to put the names of I can't remember. I'll have to check those before I put the names on those. I think I know which ones they are, but I'm not positive. So now let's find the purple boxes in here. I don't know if I want that size, but I think I want this size. So let's do these. It's like the sun is going down, so it is getting really dark in here. I only have the evenings that I can film. Love to figure out how to retire. That would be awesome. but I don't know if I've got that figured out quite yet or not. Okay, so we've got that done. So we have both of those. There, now we should just have one more. And then we'll be done. So I'm not sure which one I want to use. I think I'm going to use the one with me in it. Why not? Okay, so I think green is the only one we have that we've not used, and I'm not a green fan, so let's go back to orange. And I do really try and think of things to say while I'm busy doing those things. Doing washi and putting adhesive on the back of my photos, and I'm not a very talkative person in general. So makes it hard for me to just come up with things to say. So I will probably make the rest of the stickers for this once I make the stickers from our trip this weekend and finish this up. So then I'll have towns there. So let's see about orange. I think I'm gonna have to get another one of these sticker books because I really like it. Put that there. And I thought I pulled, oh, there's ice cream on here. So let's just do that. And we'll put that there. He's got a basketball. I probably should have pulled a basketball sticker. I pulled this sticker book, but I'm not really sure why I pulled it. I'm guessing for some of these. It's like the teacup pages, we really don't have anywhere to put any of the smiley face stickers. So let's, and then I still have to figure out where I'm going to put the date. So I'm not sure about that. Why is that not lining up? Oh, there we go. Okay. Maybe I'll put the date there, or maybe I'll just put it down here. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll get Mojo's brown boxes and more. Okay, let's see if we can I want to use one that I've already used. Okay, so we can do this one. Let's do right there. And I'll have it in my 2026 section in my vacation book, so we don't need to put the year on there. Okay, so let's go through it real quick. So we've got the cover. I know that looks kind of blank, but I'm fine with that. And again, you can get these stickers, the sun, and the road strip stickers from my shop. I have the car in this shop, but they're just small cars. And then those are not in the shop. And then I'm not sure what I'll do on that one. I may just put some boxes to journal. And I may see if I can find a road trip quotes. I think I found some in one of Kelva Plan's sticker books the other day. Let's see if this will come up without tearing anything. Nope, so it's gonna have to stay there. I was gonna move it down here. And then I'll find out the name of the teacup tour and put it there. And then I've got to verify the towns before I put those down there. I think I'm pretty sure which ones they were, but I want to double check first. And then the last page. And I may get a basketball sticker to put down here, and then maybe add some road trip quotes to that too. If I can't find any, I may look on and see if I can find some to add to the shop. Okay, I did something wrong. What did I do? Have them all backwards. I knew I was doing something wrong. Okay. So there we go. So if you like this video, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more of my videos, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.